I like what you said as your favorite quote. Direction's more important than speed. Because people do move at different speeds, and I think that's been the thing that has been hindering me the most emotionally being in full-time ministry is it's not anger, it's anxiousness. I'm anxious for these men to be the men that God's called them to be. And so when they say they want to do it but then do not do it, it's like, oh gosh. Yeah, and then you give them the best advice and you put it in parables.
Yep.
And so it's just like,
I think the frustration comes when you see the potential.
Right.
And then they acknowledge the potential. Oh yeah, I want to do that.
Absolutely.
And then you're like, okay, well, let's go. But they're coming from a long ways and they're carrying a lot of baggage and a lot of hurt. And sometimes it's hard to run when you have weights on you that you didn't even know you had. And I've said this to several people. You really don't know how deep the trauma is in your life until you step away from the trauma.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you just take a deep breath and you're like, I didn't even know I was carrying that. And then just layer by layer, it peels off. That's why direction is more important than speed. Because this person may be able to shed that stuff faster than this person.
Right.
And so I just, growth is so different in every individual. And I remember, and I'm not meaning this disrespectful to you, when I was your age, I'm 46 now, I would be frustrated, like, come on, do this.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, we're going to go at your pace.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people in my church have heard me say this. I'm moving with you.
Yeah. That's the word I needed to hear for sure, because that's exactly the season in my life that I'm at. And it's just, and I just labeled it, let go and let God.
That's it.
You know, we gotta, it's not in our time, it's in His time. And that's the thing I had to recognize. And being at peace with that.
Yep.
You know, we can only give the information. And I think about even in the Bible, I mean, they literally walked with Jesus, seen Him do miracles. He put it in the most simple way, put it in parables.
Yep.
And then still they did not understand. And then still they turned against Him. And it's just like, would you not expect the same thing for yourself?
And you can take that as a broad context. And then you can take it, narrow it down to laser focus to the 12 who walked with Him, slept with Him, ate with Him, were His intimate friends. And one of them still turned on Him and was not as far advanced in their relationship with Him as the other 11.
Right.
You're not going to win everyone.
Yeah.
And there are going to be people who fail. But it can't be because you didn't try or you didn't give. It has to be because they did not sell out to the message.
Absolutely. I think that's the way to gauge success in a ministry is so different, because people think, oh, as long as they finish a time span, it's different. I mean, exactly what you're saying, it's different. And so it's not like, oh, they did a X amount of months or years. It's what did they get within that time, and are they applying it, and did they change? And so I think the caliber of which to gauge success in ministry is tough.
She was just talking about the lady who was 95. Now, you could be 95 and go to church all 95 years of your life and still not be at the same level as this person who's went 80 years and walked with God and has this relationship.
Right.
Time doesn't matter. It's all relationship based.
Yeah.
It's relationship based. And I have seen new converts come in who actually have a deeper, more intimate walk with God than a seasoned saint. And that blows my mind, because you realize at some point this saint has stopped progressing.
Yeah.
They've stopped walking. They've stopped moving. Maybe the direction is there, but they're just stagnant.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're looking at the right way.
Yeah.
You still got to be walking. You still got to be moving.
That's good.
You still got to go there. So